Hey there, it's me Red Knight and welcome back to my channel for another Heyday video. Now today's video is going to be focusing on adding trees to the actual farm using the edit mode. Now at the moment when I look around my farm there's a variety of trees in different locations, and sometimes when I'm using the trees I kind of forget to re-add trees back in later. And then when I do start chopping them down, I forget that maybe I have some trees in one location, other trees in another location, and I'm never really sure if I have enough of a specific tree. Now, generally speaking, when you want to add trees into the game, it's very easy. All you've got to do is slide on down to the tab, so this little icon in the corner, the till. Click on this second tab here at the bottom, and then you'll see all of the trees and bushes available within the game. And then you can just have a look down there at the costs that are involved, and then find the appropriate tree in question and then just add it. Now, this can be very beneficial. But the question is, do I need that tree? Do I have a lot of these trees already, maybe around the farm, that are hidden behind other trees or decoration? This is where the edit mode can be very handy indeed. Now, ever since Heyday did one of their updates, the edit mode has become really useful, especially now that you can actually make purchases in the edit mode, which then become active once you then activate the farm. So let's go and show you what I mean. Now if I come up here to the top left hand corner, you'll see the three little lines with that one icon. Now if I click on that one, you'll see down there it says Settings, Scenic Mode and Edit Mode. Now the edit mode at the top is the one I want. I click on that and then it goes into your farm layouts. And this is where you can see all of the designs that you have within your actual collection. Now at the moment there are only 5 spaces. You can see exclamation marks down there because something needs to be placed within those designs. But I'm going to be focusing on layout number 1, which is this one just here. Now I click Edit Layout. Now this literally shows me the farm that I have at this moment in time. And if I make any changes or I do something within the game, for example if I use the erase mode and I erase all the trees, those trees will then go back into storage, as you can see down here, and it says I've got stored 42. Now this is the feature I'm going to be using. Now let's just say that I want to see how many trees I've got for all of the trees. Now I can then find the next set of trees, use the erase again and then erase all of those trees. But this is very time consuming. So I can use the actual everything erase option, which is much more beneficial. Now next to the on button you'll see there's this little box here, and if you click on that box it comes up with 4 choices. The first one that says 236 relates to the actual land and certain other aspects of the game. Next one, 57, relates to the machines as an example. 624 relates to trees, and 1960 relates to decoration. And what I can do, if I want to remove one specific item, I can just do that, double tap it, all of that item's removed. I can do the same with the trees, all the trees are removed, same with all of the other items, and then basically everything disappears, leaving just a basic farm. Now I don't want to do that, so what I'm going to do is just cancel that for the moment, discard all changes, and we come back and I've got my farm back the way it was. Now the one I want to do relates to the trees. So if I click on the box again, and you'll see that second from the bottom says 715. This has and relates to all of the trees and bushes that I actually have around the farm. Now if I click on that one, it then sends all of those back to the storage. You can see the actual shop icon now has 715. And you'll notice that all of my trees and bushes that relate to harvesting have been removed from the game. Now, is this going to affect the design? Not at all. What I'm going to do is to think about adding new trees and bushes back into the game using this method. So I come down at the bottom, I open up the actual trees and bushes and I see how many of them I've got. And I can see down here that I've got 24 of the raspberry bushes, 21 of the olive trees, I can see 11 of the peanut bushes, and so on and so forth. Now as I look at the trees I think, okay, what trees do I need? What do I want to add more of in the game? Now I'm happy with the apple trees and the cherry trees. I did the cocoa trees earlier in my live stream when I showcased this. The bushes not so important for me at this moment in time, that's plenty. I definitely have enough of these down there. Now in relation to the peanut bush, I don't really need extra peanut bushes because I keep a specific quantity available for my squirrels. But what I do want to add in is some more of the lemon trees because I've been using those a lot recently. Now if I drag out the lemon tree, I can then drag out the next one and the next one, and that then allows me to place all the trees down. But again, it's very time consuming. So this is where I can use the paintbrush option. This allows me to paste them down. Now it doesn't matter where I paste them in this edit mode, because I'm not going to keep them there. I can see which trees are grown or which trees need reviving, etc., which trees are dead, and it's kind of handy. Now if I come back to the actual shop, you'll notice that the actual lemon trees have now gone down to the bottom, and this allows you to actually find that tree that you want to add into the game very easily. Now if I add another lemon tree in, it's going to cost me 670 coins. And this is the new feature within the edit mode, and I really do like this new feature. To be able to buy in the edit mode now, whether it's diamonds or coins or vouchers, and then add it into the game is so much simpler. And this methodology for adding trees and bushes makes it much easier as well. So I then bring that tree down there. It says growth starts when you save and activate this layout. But if you look at the actual coins, the coins are going down, and I can keep adding more trees and more trees and more trees into the game. Now by doing it this way, it actually allows me to add in a specific quantity of trees that I want to do, and I just drag them out. I don't have to worry about the layout or where I place them, because all of the other trees and bushes have been removed. And I'm literally just placing them down. And where I place them is not really important for the design. This is why it's kind of handy. I don't have to worry about the placement like I would do with a normal active farm. Now I've placed down enough trees to keep me happy, and what I want to do is to go back to the actual farm now with those new trees. But I don't want them to stay in this location. Now normally when you've placed all of your trees and decorations back down, you'll get the green tick mark down in the bottom right hand corner. But as you know, I've got all of the trees and bushes still in the storage. And what I want to do is to instead cancel the editing, but still keep the trees and bushes that I've just bought. What will happen when I click the X, it will then give me the option to go back to the original design, so all the trees and bushes are placed back down except for the brand new ones I've just bought. Those brand new ones will return to the storage as a stored item, ready for me to place down, because it's waiting for that activation. So let's go and click the X. Discard the changes because I don't want to keep the changes I've done. And if you come back to my farm, you can see all of the trees have now been returned back to the way they were. Now for me, I want to place my lemon trees back down in this location, as I was doing earlier in my live stream. And if I come back to the storage again, you can see with the lemon trees that I have 23 in storage versus all of the other ones that are to be bought. Now what I can do is then start dragging these trees back down into this, but that's very time consuming again. So again, what I'm going to do is to come back up into the edit mode. So I come back up into the edit mode, click on the edit mode, click on the edit layout, which takes me back to the farm. And now you can see the 21 that are down there ready to be placed, and they're now at the top of the actual shop icon itself. Now what I want to do is to use the paste feature, and I'm going to click on the paste feature, which will then allow me to place those trees in any empty spaces within the design itself, should there be spaces. Now if I don't want to place them over there, that's fine. I can choose a new location. In this case I'm going to be using over here. I drag out one of the lemon trees that I want to do, and again use that paste feature to place them down in a strategic location, thus making my design more interesting. So any new trees I'm getting, I'm adding down here. You can see now that the green tick mark is activated, and if I come to the storage, you'll see that the lemon tree is back to a coin purchase, and I can still buy more if I wanted to. So like I can still add another one down there, another one down there, and another one down there. Now this time, because there's no other trees to be placed down, and I've just purchased some trees, if I click on the green tick mark, those trees I've just placed in this location, so this one here as an example, that will actually stay there. It won't go back into storage. So if we click on the green tick mark now, that will allow me to save the changes, and I come back to the actual farm. You can see those brand new trees I've just placed down there, and you can see that my design hasn't been affected in any way, and it still looks good. So this is using the edit mode to actually purchase trees and bushes, place them down, allowing you to be more creative with your design. Now, one thing I did notice earlier, that I've got a lot of these ones over here which I'm actually harvesting and collecting the resources for because I'm preparing for the event. Now I'm kind of running out of these trees, so I want to add a few more into the game. Now, because they're already there and I don't really need to worry about going anything different, I can just drag them out individually, place them down, so you don't always have to use the edit mode. It depends on if you are looking to add like many trees in one go, or you're looking to speed up the option, or maybe you don't want to affect the design in some way. But again, the choices are yours. For adding trees and bushes into the game, what's your preference? I know I really do like that edit mode feature. It makes it much more comfortable for me, and hopefully it will make it more comfortable for you. Right, that's me, Red, signing off now. There's a nice little methodology video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. If you are interested in supporting me, as you know, creator code Red Knight goes in the green box at the end there, or choose one of your other favorite content creators. But the most important thing is please do subscribe to my channel and start thinking about your Baptist design. As you can see from my template area there, based on the dairy news, we're going to be getting a very large area to work with, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you prepare and create those designs. But either way, I'm going to say goodbye now. So thanks for watching. You take care, have fun, and happy farming. Bye now.